What's going on, y'all? It's been a minute. It's hot as hell, dude. It is super hot. I finally got my Jeep back. Got it back from the dealership last week and haven't been able to film nothing. Finally though, we're gonna start building this platform. I've been wanting to do this for a minute. I just haven't had my Jeep. Finally got it back, so now let's get to it. But we're gonna get started with drawing out the template on the piece of wood and then see if I can find some cardboard. I think I would rather do a cardboard template and then just trace that. So let's get to it. All right, y'all. So I went ahead and made the template. This is where we're at. Doesn't matter if the edges are rough. I'll straighten that out on the wood, but this is gonna be perfect. As you can see, I got the edges nice and straight here though. I just needed to get the curve. That's the only part I was worried about, but getting some tape, adding it, cutting it, using some scissors. But yeah, this is it. And then I'll add this template to the wood. We'll get that cut. Chris is here to help me. Can't wait till you guys come saw me. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? So we're gonna go ahead and get this all covered. Alrighty, y'all, and there you go. I do need to get it vacuumed, but there we go. Got it super easy. I mean, I don't really know how to work with wood that much, pause, but got it cut, made a template with cardboard, got it cut. I did use a bracket that goes from here, then a bolt nut, kind of sandwiches it together, and then the two bolts in the back. That gets screwed directly into the Jeep, so this is good. Now I could have a fridge slide here. I just realized that I could throw my patches back on it, so I'll have my patches back there to show all that, but I think it looks good, yo. This is dope. The next thing is I'll probably buy the fridge slide to get that thrown here. Once I get the fridge slide, I'll know exactly where I could put like a switch panel. It'll probably be like somewhere right here, or I'm not really sure yet. I might have to make something out of wood, but it looks good. I did not have my Jeep for a long time, as y'all know that. I love my Jeep. I think my Jeep is so cool. I feel like I still look back when I'm parking like it was like the first time I ever parked it. I'm still happy as hell to make the car payment. It doesn't bother me. Like, it's not something that I'm like, I don't even like this car that much and I'm paying for this every month. No, I love this car. So I feel like I'm down to pay that for the next I'm almost done paying it off. So I'm very, very happy to have my Jeep, and don't regret it, not one bit. But there are cons. It's still a Jeep at the end of the day. There are cons to having a Jeep, and I think this is for folks that are more so interested in the way they look and not so much worried about the drivetrain. And that's where I'm here to share my struggles with the Jeep. I love it. I love the way it looks. I love the way that I just love everything about my Jeep. Literally, it's the reason why I enjoy going camping. It's the reason why I've met so many close friends. But I will say my Jeep has been a pain in my ass. I feel like for the past 3 years, it's been at the dealership because the motor blew. I don't know if y'all have watched my previous videos, but I am on my 3rd motor. The first one, it was an overheating issue. That's a very common thing on this 3.6 motor. I'll take that one at fault. That one was for sure on me. But the second one, I did replace the motor, not with the used one. I did buy a Mopar new motor from them. And that motor, after only a few months, it was at the dealership for like 3 months, almost. Actually, it was at the dealership for 2 months. So that was frustrating. And the reason why I had to go back from that second motor is because it was overheating for some odd reason. Not too sure why. That one, when they opened up the motor, they actually found that it was what was the term that they called it? There was something wrong with the motor, basically, like the housing, like the casing of the motor itself, the block. Therefore, it was overheating. And now I am on my third motor, which was another pain in my ass. That dealership was not the dealership I wish I dropped it off at originally to get the motor replaced. If you are in SoCal, the Jeep dealership that I hands down recommend, they are awesome people there. They help me out. They're not looking to just get your money. Redlands Jeep, they're a fantastic Jeep dealership. Would recommend them if you have a Dodge, Jeep, or Ram. Dealership I went to, it wasn't the greatest situation. It took them forever. They were kind of like taking their time, and I finally got it back. I've had it for 3 weeks now. It's driving great. I got the, you know, I got them. This reason why I dropped it off this previous time was not for the third motor. It was because they installed it incorrectly, and I guess I was just leaking oil randomly one night, and I was like, what the heck, why am I leaking oil? This motor's new. Took it to Redlands Jeep, and the first thing they said is, hey, whoever installed your motor, they didn't do it correctly because you're leaking oil in different places. So I had to take it back to the dealership that I had got my third motor installed, and they replaced it. I didn't have to come out of pocket a dime. They got me a loaner, so that was great, although still was a bit frustrating. It's very annoying, like having to take having to just deal with engine issues and like car issues is the worst. I would never wish it on anyone, but like there are also pros. Those are my cons, and as yeah, it's one thing, it's a big thing. You don't want to be dealing with mechanical issues, that like having a car that you're purchasing and paying for and not being able to drive it because it's in the shop, that would suck. So here are the pros though. Like, I still love the Jeep. I don't know what it is, and it's funny because one of the service managers at the Redlands Jeep, when I was telling him like I feel like I always tell myself I'm gonna get rid of it, but when it gets down to it, I don't want to. And he was like, you know, you Jeep people are very weird because you guys are all like this. And it's funny because I think 3 times now I was gonna sell it, 3 times, and every time I did not sell it because I literally was like, can't get rid of it, I love it too much. And honestly, I just came down to, I don't think I ever will. I love it. I think it's the best vehicle. Probably not mechanically, like it's definitely stressed me out, but I love my Jeep. Like, there's just, I'm sorry to hear the wind. I love the way it looks. On top of that, you could put a soft top on, have a hard top. It's like a Lego for a vehicle. Like, it's just so much fun. And then right when I got it back, I immediately got new bumpers on it, and I did new stuff to it, and it's like, it's so sick to me. Like, I just love wrenching on it, and I always want something to do on it. Literally, this light whip, I was annoyed at the mount that was on it before because it would just bounce back and forth, and I don't like any noises on the trail, so I fixed that. As y'all saw, I made the freaking platform system. Like, I just love doing stuff to it. It's so much fun. Recently I had my nephews, I took them to a 4th of July, my nephew and nieces, and I took them with their dad. We went to a 4th of July event, and dude, like, the kids love it. They were excited to have the hardtop off, the music was loud, everything about it was just so sick. And yeah, I honestly, other than my motor, which is a big other, this is, I love it. If you're looking to get a Jeep Wrangler, one, if you're getting it not as a daily driver, if you're like just looking for a camping rig, or, you know, just to go wheeling, get an older one. Don't get a JK, get a TJ, get a YJ, or get a TJ or LJ. Like, I just feel like those, it's all manual, no computer really. So dealing with issues with that would just be so much easier. You could probably wrench on it yourself, to be completely honest with you. Don't get me wrong, I love my JK, I just don't like the motor in it. The 3.8 from the first generation of the JK, I've heard bad things about the 3.8 motor. And then the 3.6, I might just be the shit of luck, but I don't know, because my buddy Rob, the one who has the white two-door Jeep, is also overheated, and he is on his 2nd motor. He also replaced it with a new motor from Jeep. So I know it overheated recently, but all it was the thermostat. So as long as you just stay up to date and really, like, do not drive that thing at all while it's overheating. Like, as soon as you see the temps go up or you hear them fans going on for some random reason, go get your thermostat replaced. And if it's not that, figure that out first before you just take it wheeling and take it back out. Trust me, I'm telling you from experience. but I don't know. It's like a terrible, the way I see my Jeep is like a bad ex-girlfriend. This is just like a problematic girlfriend, man. She looks good, but holy shit, does she give you a ton of problems, and you just for some reason find yourself going back over and over. Just empty every pocket, because that's what's gonna happen. I've gotten different sets of bumpers, different sets of fenders, different sets of tires, different type of tires, different size tires. I had a roof rack at one point, a rooftop tent. Sold that. I have this, like, there's so much that you could do that you just forever, it's never done. Like, this build is forever going. It's a continuous build. First and foremost, I want to share that no, I'm not stopping making videos. There are videos coming. I am going to Pismo Beach, not in my JK, but in my parents' RV. We're going to be going with my grandparents in a week. And then I know that I am going to be going to Cure 4x4 in August, and then we have a Laughlin trip, which I'm not too sure if I'm going to go to that yet, but there are things to film. I said I was just going to film whatever is going on currently, but y'all seem to really enjoy the Jeep videos. I'm getting subs and comments about the Jeep, so if that's what you want to see, that's what I'm going to give y'all, which is fine. I don't, like I said, I enjoy it, so it's cool. But yeah, man, if anything else pops up, I will definitely record it. I'll get it posted. I don't know what's going on this weekend, but I hope y'all enjoyed this video. That platform system was that platform in the rear was very, very, very easy to install, very easy to make, and just give you a quick pros and cons of owning a Jeep. So if you're interested, just be aware you may run into problems like myself. Luckily, I have not had to come out of pocket on the majority of the problems. It was under warranty. So, I mean, as long as you're ready to deal with that, possibly, then good to go.